I'm Bob LeVitus, also known as Dr. Mac. I'm the author of iPhone for Dummies and about 60 other books, many of which have the word dummies in the title, some of which have the word stupid in the title. Seems like that's my thing. I write books. I think the two things that I like the best in iOS 5 are Siri, which is only on the iPhone 4S, voice recognition, and the Reminders app, and the whole Reminders interface. I just love being able to have location-based reminders, time-based reminders, to-do list all in one place that synchronizes with itself, so it's on my phone, my computer. It's just really great stuff. Apple did a great job in iOS 5 with the Reminders subsystem. Well, let's see. There was no app market a few years ago. When the iPhone came out, there were no apps. You used it the way Apple gave it to you, and you were happy to have it. The whole app revolution started later in the life cycle. So how it's changed is, first there wasn't any. Then in the beginning, it was kind of this wild and woolly, weird stuff, but not very much professional stuff. In the beginning, we didn't see very many polished apps. But as the developers have gotten better and better at writing iOS apps, we've seen some amazing things on the phone. You can do things now that were unheard of 5 years ago when the first iPhones came out. You can remotely control your computer from that little 5-inch screen. That's awesome. Oh, now this is getting tough because the current iPhone 4S is really pretty good. I'd like longer battery life. I think of everything that's wrong with the iPhone, the battery life is the biggest issue. I get around it. I've got a pocket full of batteries and chargers in the car, but I shouldn't have to. It'd be nice to have a phone that I could use all day without worrying about whether I was going to run out of battery juice. So that's what I'd do. That'd be the big fix. Why would you want anything but an iPhone? I've looked at some of these other phones and they are not easy to use. They have icons and buttons and touchscreens, but Apple is really a master of the human interface. They really do a good job of making things intuitive, easy to understand, and to work really seamlessly without you having to do much. The reminders are a great example. If you say the right thing, it just happens. We try to explain things in very clear, straightforward fashion. We use a lot of step-by-step instructions, lots of pictures. The idea is there's a lot to your iPhone. It looks relatively simple on the surface, but it is a very deep, it's a personal computer. It's got a lot of power, some of which isn't immediately apparent. And what we want to do is empower our readers to use their device to its fullest extent, get them there as quickly as possible.